Hi there, in this video or this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to use the rotate tool. The very hard way and the really easy way where you are gonna adopt, of course, the easy way. Now, before I start playing with the rotation tool, I would like to create a circle, just a perfect circle like this. Then select the white arrow and select the guy here and delete. Why? Because I want a perfect quarter circle. This is the easiest way I find how to make a quarter circle. So now I have my quarter circle and I would like to have 4 pieces of it with arrows. It is a recycle, something like this. Let's add the arrows. So let's go over here, we add an arrow. And of course, we maybe make it 50%, something like this. That will do. Before I start working, I will need some guides. And I want to pick them up from the rulers. To bring up the rulers, you can come to view, and over here you have rulers, and you say show rulers. The shortcut to toggle on and off the rulers is Control or Command R. Now to add a guide, you just click on the ruler and pull it down. So now this is my guide. I'm gonna try to put it just over here. Now I'm gonna select my shape again and zoom in to see my guide is perfect. Gonna take another guide just on this point here. I'm gonna use this corner here. I'm gonna use it as the center of the rotation. Now my guides are enabled and I can edit them. I don't want that. So I'll come to view and go to guides over here and I say lock guides. They don't move around with me. I want to make 4 of these rotated on the center. Let's start using the rotation tool. The shortcut is R. And the first thing is telling you here, please select the center of the rotation. This crosshair is the center of the location. I'm gonna come in the middle, intersect very nicely, make sure I'm here and click. Now, after I set the center of the rotation, I can start rotating the shape. If I press Option and rotate, notice it's gonna of course duplicate because I'm pressing Option. And then I'm gonna just post it just over here. Pretty cool. Now again is asking me the center of the rotation. So I'm gonna have to place it again. And then come back and rotate this guy, pressing Option to have 2 of them. And again it says, center of rotation, please. I'm gonna click and press Option and do the 4 of them. That's very nice work, guys. There is an easier way. Come on, we had to place the center 3 times or 4 times. Let's come over here and pull a guide again. And let's come with this shape here and duplicate the shape and snap it on our guides. I think it's well snapped. Now I'm gonna go to the rotation tool, but I'm not gonna set the center only. I'm gonna press the Option key and click to set the center. This is much better. It has opened the rotate panel and it's telling me what angle I'm rotating. Notice my previous angle was not 90 degrees. It was a bit off with 0.46. So I'm going to set it at 90 degrees exactly. If I click OK, it's going to just rotate the shape. But if I click Copy, it's going to create a duplicate and rotate it. Very easy. Now we learned from the footsteps that we can use the repeat for the transform, which is transform again, Control D. From over here, make sure you're selecting the right shape and press Control D and Control D, and it's done. Much nicer. Now we can select all of them and come to stroke and give them a uniform, a profile. I love profiles, okay? Can give them different profiles. Maybe this one. Okay, I like this one very much. I have my recycle. Remember to color them. I'm gonna take these 2, put them aside here. Now let's do something more amazing. I'm gonna take this guy here. Now, and just rotate it a bit to fix it the way I like fixing it. I'm gonna use the rotation tool and just point somewhere just over here. And then go ahead and move it just like this. I want just a little space. Now I want to duplicate this transformation, which is a rotation. I'm gonna use Control D all the way and too many, yes, and Control 0. So I have a very nice sphinx or something nice. If you don't like it, your option is to undo everything. No, you cannot start moving them. That was our Sphinx. So you have a very nice Sphinx here, maybe not with the last one. Let's take this guy and put it aside. Now, let's take this here and let's play. Now it's time to start creating. So now I'm going to go to the rotation tool, R rotation tool. I'm going to set the angle just over here. I'm going to zoom in here and set the rotation angle, yes, over here on the anchor itself. Then I'm going to press Option and click. So now I have an angle of 12.75. If I want to rotate all over, that is from 0 to 360 degrees, a full, I need to have the angle here that can divide 360. One of the angles is 20 degrees, right? You have 10 degrees. So 360 divided by 10, it's equal to 36, a full number. If it becomes a fraction, then you have problems here. So you can do, for example, 15. I'm going to create a copy and zoom in. I don't like it. I will repeat it. I will press Option and this guy here, and I'm going to go for 10 degrees and say copy. I like that. I'm going to go Ctrl D all the way. That's going the inverse way. You notice when you choose a number that can divide 360 without having fractions, then you're quite okay to have a full 360. Now, this is a very nice shape. I can select them all like this. Come to stroke, I'm sure you already noticed. Know that I'm going to give them a profile. That's one profile. That's another profile. Wow, this is nice. And maybe you settle for this one, but you can play with it the way you would like. Another one. You know, this is why I put these shapes here. This comes over here. I will do one more shape with you, which is this one, just because I like it. But I'm sure you got the system, you got how to work with it. I will select the rotation tool R and click on the anchor point here with the Option key. I'm going to take it 6 degrees because I know 360 divided by 6 it gives you something. I'm going to Ctrl D now all the way, and I have a very nice one. Of course, if you use -6, you're going to have something different, or actually it will be the same. Now, this is very beautiful. Remember, guys, you can select it, come to the colors here, and go to the library, which is the gradient library here, and use, for example, foliage or fruits and vegetables. So you have these gradients that you can apply all the way to give you some autumn repetition. Now I know that you are a master of the rotation tool and replicating or transforming again the rotation tool. I would like you to play with these two shapes and create your own shapes and make something awesome. Something like people will look at and say, wow, is that a beginner or a pro? Thank you, guys. I will see you in the next video with some more transforms.